Before I continue on, I just wanted to give a big shout out to Jay Moore. Jay, if you haven't been watching this video, you are awesome. Just want to let you know, man. So Air is a new biographical sports drama that tells a true life story of how Sonny Vaccaro, who in this film is portrayed by Matt Damon, is in the pursuit of a partnership with Michael Jordan, aka the best basketball player of all time, and also the creation of the Air Jordans, which is to this day one of the best-selling shoes of all time. In case if you guys did not know this about me already, when I was growing up, I was huge into sports, and believe it or not, guys, my favorite sport to play growing up was actually basketball. When I was a kid, my favorite sports player, my favorite basketball player to this day, my favorite basketball player of all time has always been Michael Jordan. In fact, if I remember correctly, Michael Jordan was the reason why I got into basketball. He is the reason why I grew a love for basketball. Although, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I never owned a pair of Air Jordans. I never did. I've always owned a pair of Nikes throughout my life, but I never owned a pair of Air Jordans, at least as far as I remember. But anyways, I was really looking forward to seeing Air for two particular reasons. One of them being that I wanted to see how this movie would tackle one of the greatest partnerships into sports history with, Michael Jordan, the Nike shoe company, but also knowing that Ben Affleck was directing. And I think that Ben Affleck is one of the most talented filmmakers out there. That alone made me very excited to see this movie. And guys, I'm so happy to say that Air was a terrific movie. I mean, this movie, I've been hearing so many great things before I saw this movie, and I'm happy to say that Air absolutely lives up to that because, man, what a terrific movie, an inspirational movie, a very entertaining film from start to finish, not just from Ben Affleck's directing, the performances of the cast, of how this movie makes you feel like you're in that time period. What a great movie that Air was. All of the performances are absolutely terrific in this movie, whether it's Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Jason Bateman, Chris Tucker, Marlon Wayans, Jay Moore, who I was mentioning earlier, even though he's not in the film that much, but I still want to give him a shout out nonetheless, or also Viola Davis, and I know there's others that I'm not thinking about right now, but everybody in this film is absolutely fantastic. Going on to one of my favorite aspects about this movie, and that is Ben Affleck's directing. Now, like I mentioned to you guys earlier, I think that Ben Affleck is one of the most talented filmmakers working today. I mean, how was he able to put this in this time period so effortlessly, whether it's the things that he decides to do with the cinematography, which is, by the way, a very well shot film by Robert Richardson. There are specific things that Ben Affleck chooses to do, especially with the pop culture of that time period, and there are certain things that he does throughout the film and how he guides us through the story. And that's something else I gotta say right now. Even though I knew the outcome of the entire situation, I love that Ben Affleck was still able to make me feel like I was on the edge of my seat. In particular, there is a great scene, and the way that Ben Affleck is able to put you on the edge of your seat like you're watching a basketball game during a very crucial moment of this movie. I gotta hand it to him for being such a deft director and able to guide us through a story that, yes, while it does have some changes, and they're absolutely, but still nonetheless, with moments that we do know about, even though, of course, we weren't all in the room, but still, how Ben Affleck was able to guide us through this fact-based story and still leaving us in suspense the entire time, I have to give huge credits to. The screenplay of this movie is so well done, and speaking of which, guys, Alex Corvey, I believe that's his name, this is his first script. This is his first screenplay credits. It absolutely blows my mind that a guy and his first time writing a screenplay, especially knowing that Alex Corvey decided to choose his first script on one of the most gargantuan partnerships, and not only sports history, but just pop culture history, and how he was able to handle this so well is absolutely astonishing. And the dialogue in this film feels so natural that you would think they're just riffing on set. And I wouldn't doubt if they were riffing on set, absolutely. Everything just feels so natural and that you're just there on the spot. And once again, that is huge credit to Ben Affleck's steady and deft directorial hand throughout this entire film. Also, something else I gotta talk about is the film's soundtrack. Air has an awesome soundtrack that once again makes us feel like that we're in that time period with such ease. And I absolutely love the soundtrack. If the soundtrack comes on record, I'm buying it immediately because it was just that great of a soundtrack. Going on to my favorite aspect about Air, and that is that I actually believe that whether you're a sports fan, being a basketball fan or not, I definitely think that Air can be enjoyed whether you're a basketball fan or if you aren't even a sports fan. If you're a movie fan, this is a movie that can be enjoyed by pretty much everybody. The only issue that I could think of is that I wish the movie was maybe 10 to 15 minutes longer, but that's it. So overall, not only do I think that Air is a terrific film, it's a very entertaining film, it's a funny film, it's an inspiring film, but best of all, guys, whether you're a basketball fan or a non-basketball fans, this is something that both sides of the coin will most definitely enjoy. So all in all, guys, I'm going to give Air a 4.5 out of 5. What a great weekend for movies in general. I mean, not only do we have a fun animated film and the Super Mario Bros. Movie, but also a great inspirational movie with Air. What a great weekend for movies, guys. I almost muffed that up. Holy crap. So comment down below and let me know. Have you guys seen Air yet? What'd you all think of it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'm also on Twitch. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in the usernames in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Air. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click on it right there or right there. And of course, if my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.